All right, guys, Hillside Gardener back with you with a really quick update. And as you know, on January 1st, I started some seeds. So give you a little update on what's happening so far. And right here in the front row, these are the Laura Bush petunias that I sowed. And you can see they're coming up quite well. And they're very short, stocky seedlings. They're not really spreading, trying to stretch out. So that's nice. So I had them kind of rigged up here on top of this old candle to kind of keep it a little bit closer to the light which is above it, which I won't show you because it'll make the video all blurry. But there you go. So whenever those get a little bit bigger, they're still a little bit young to start separating, kind of pricking them out into separate containers. But, right now they're not hurting anything. There's still plenty of sunlight. They're not really crowding each other out just yet, which you want to avoid because if they start getting too big, they'll start kind of crowding each other out. And then, survival of the fittest kind of kicks in and, some of the smaller ones may die off, but maybe that's for the best. Only the stronger plants will survive anyway. So that might be something you want to do or just let nature take its course. Moving up here, this is the cilantro that I planted. It's doing well. It's very dense, very good germination. Right up there, that is some celery. Now this seed is really, really old. And I was just kind of hoping that it would still germinate a little bit. And you can see right there's one, maybe two up there. And a couple more on this side here. But I don't really need a whole lot of celery plants because what am I going to do with them all? They get huge and you have to water them a lot. If you've never grown celery, they need water. They're actually a swamp or like marshland type plant. So yeah, they're used to growing on the edges of wetlands and things. So they definitely will get mad at you and probably taste horrible and if not die if you don't water them overly as compared to most other plants anyways, at least in my experience. There in the back, these are the Hillside. It's a surprise or the secret pepper that I just happen to have my little random cross that grew. You can tell they're doing just great. They're starting to get their first true set of leaves coming through down in there. There's a good view right there. So, like I said, this is not time to start transplanting anything just yet. You got at least another 2 weeks probably before you really want to try to disturb the roots. Get them pretty well established. Now these are some of my ricotta arequipa, or the giant red ricottos, and 4 have sprouted, and that is awesome because these seeds are extremely old. I think 2014, which is old for peppers, especially the Manzano type. You need the fresher the better. You have to really try to get these things fresh to grow because in my experience, old seeds do not germinate, as you can see right there. So those were the Costa Rican yellow and the empty cells in front. They have not grown. One of the seeds down here I was looking looks like it may have rotted. And you can kind of tell right there. It's not doing so well. And I doubt any of those will grow. But like I said, that's why you start some seeds super early in the winter time, because if I had planted these in April, hoping that I'd be able to put them out in May, put all my eggs in one basket, they don't sprout, you're just set yourself way back and you have to kind of scramble to buy some new plants, but that's not always possible if you're using like a rare variety like the Costa Rican yellow Manzano pepper. You can't just swing down to your local store and garden nursery, and if you can where you're at, that's awesome, but not where I live. Okay, right here, the African pepper, 3 germinated, 1 kind of died there, 2 are doing okay. It might just be a little too cool in here. They might be a really hot weather type pepper, but they're surviving. They're alive. Nothing really too remarkable to report on that. If you can see on top a little bit, the black parts right there, that's a little bit of the terra preta or the biochar that I tried to make. So kind of mix it in as like kind of an example, just to see if it makes any kind of difference at all. And as far as, the plants are brand new, so you're not gonna be able to tell anything whatsoever, but we'll see as the season goes on. Maybe I'll do a trial and figure something out. I don't know. We'll follow along. Now right here, the cuttings that I took in late December before the first. So, right now I got the sage right here and some oregano cuttings. And if you want to check out the sage, it's not doing a lot. You see the leaves are kind of droopy, kind of sad looking. But I was looking earlier. Is that going to show through? Maybe against the black. Yeah, you can barely see a little bit of hair root right there coming off. So after about, 2 or 3 weeks, this thing's finally starting to root. Okay, I'll put that back here in a second. Now, this oregano, you might say, all right, this is done, throw it away. But look right here. It actually makes a pretty good background against the black tray here. See right there where my thumbs are? Starting to kind of grow some new growth right there. And as you see, the stem itself is not black. It's not kind of moldy or getting mushy. It's very firm still. So hopefully it will take. So the top's probably not going to survive, which is okay. But you know what? That's why I said don't give up, because it still may recover. Just having fun in the wintertime growing some herbs anyway, so not a big deal. But check out this oregano. It has actually started to put on new growth. It's doing awesome. If you lift it up just a little bit, see all the roots on this guy? How it kind of forms it all those into little nodes right there. So this is probably almost to the stage that I'd say pretty soon I'm going to have to start getting some kind of game plan as to what I'm going to do with this, and might need to be time to start separating those oreganos that are doing good into little containers full of maybe some soil, some vermiculite or something. It's a light medium. You don't want to put it in straight up in the potting soil or something just first off with those roots so frail like that. So anyways, stop rambling. Getting over here to the final thing that caught my eye. So these are the rosemary cuttings that I took. All right, so they were growing in a greenhouse. They were completely dormant, just kind of hanging out, yellow and really sad. I put them in a cup full of water. No root starter, no root hormones, no fertilizer. I just wanted to have bottom heat on the heat tray, on the heat mat, whatever, red cup. And look at this. This is crazy. This rosemary is blooming. Isn't that wild? Check it out. So, I mean, I don't think it even has any roots yet. Let's just find out. Well, I'm way off center here. Where are you? Right there. That's a hair. But right there at the joint, I mean, I don't know. That doesn't really seem like there's any roots growing at all. Get this hair out of here. Nope. It is just, that's where I broke the leaves off of before. This guy's the same way. Where's that? Sorry about that, guys. Getting all out of sorts here. Maybe a couple very fine little roots are starting to form. But I mean, as far as, development, there's really nothing, root-wise is going on, but it's putting on new growth. And right here at the top, this is all brand new growth right here. It's starting to bud out right here on this one, especially right there on the very top. That is some new growth, and it is flowering. So that is crazy. I have my rosemary flowering inside a cup inside, middle of January, with no root development whatsoever. So crazy. So it's the first time I've ever taken cuttings from rosemary. If you've ever done this, and this is kind of normal, let me know, because I'm kind of winging it. I have actually taken cuttings of sage and oregano plenty, and this is very common. You'll get a little top dieback, and maybe it won't take it all, but oregano, will actually start putting on massive growth as long as you keep it watered down there. Oregano is one of those plants, if you're a beginner and you want to try to propagate and try to learn, oregano's, I won't say idiot proof, but you're going to feel a high sense of achievement, because it's a pretty easy plant to start with rooting, and yeah, easy to spread and kind of multiply your plants in your garden if that's what you want to do. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you like this really quick little update here on the hillside. If you like what you saw, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, leave some comments. Let me know what you're planting this winter time at your hillside. All right, this is Dave. We'll catch you later, and see you later. Bye.